On March 22nd, the Turkish Armed Forces TAF and the Free Syrian Army FSA captured the villages of Bai, Basufan, Kafr-Nabu, and Burj Haidar, south of the city of Afrin, from the Kurdish People's Protection Unit's YPG. According to unconfirmed reports, the TAF's artillery even shelled some positions of the Syrian Arab Army north of the city of Aleppo. Since the fall of Afrin on March 18, the TAF and the FSA have been slowly but steadily expanding their control south of the city. Some local sources indicate that Turkey considers an advance in order to take the town of Tel Rifat, near which the Syrian government forces had established a number of checkpoints. Meanwhile, the YPG members continue conducting hit-and-run attacks against Turkish forces in the area of Afrin, formerly controlled by the TAF and the FSA. The U.S. State Department spokesperson Heather Nauert announced on March 22nd that U.S. forces are not going to leave Manbij, and no agreement has been reached between Washington and Ankara on this issue. The U.S.-Turkish relations over U.S. support to the YPG, and especially the YPG presence in Manbij, remains complicated. Meanwhile, the Turkish media speculates that Turkey is preparing to launch a military operation against the Kurdistan Workers' Party PKK in the area of Sinjar Mount in northern Iraq. The advance will likely be entitled Operation Tigris Shield and may take place after Iraqi elections, which are set for May 12. In a Damascus suburb of eastern Ghouta, the first batch of Ahrar al-Sham militants left the area of Harasta on March 22nd. On the next day, the evacuation continued. Meanwhile, reports appeared that the Syrian government and Faylaq al-Rahman have reached a ceasefire agreement, which is set to be implemented on March 23rd. If the agreement succeeds, the withdrawal of Faylaq al-Rahman members from Ain Terma, Ibrin, and nearby areas are expected by pro-government experts in the near future. The ceasefire agreement followed reports that the SAA had established full control over Ain Terma farm and started preparing to storm this key militant stronghold. According to the Russian military, about 95,000 people have left the militant-held area of eastern Ghouta since the implementation of the daily humanitarian pause on February 28. The expected liberation of eastern Ghouta will further impact the balance of power in Syria and will open an opportunity for SAA to launch a large-scale operation against ISIS in southern Damascus, where the situation has recently deteriorated.